What's up, YouTube vinyl community? It's Todd Guy of Thrashing Zombie here. This is a listening booth. all the albums I've listened to. And I don't know how long it's been since I did one of these. I almost didn't do one because I don't get a whole lot of views, but whatever. Let's just do it. I did listen to all the records, not all of them, but a lot of them that I did for my 50 years of my favorite albums. I listened to a bunch of those, and I just put them back. Except for maybe a few of these, I think. I don't remember. But, because I figured I already showed them, and it was not too long ago. So, most of these are ones that I just listened to that weren't that. First up is this Gruesome Twisted Prayers. Band that sounds like Death. The band Death. This is, this is their second full length. They just released their third Friday the 6th or 7th. I think it was the 6th. So this sounds like Spiritual Healing era Death. The new one sounds like Human era Death. And I did a review on that one. It's called Silent Echoes over on the Damaged Incorporated network. If anybody wants to go check that out, my first review ever. Kind of awkward, but yeah, check it out. Damaged Incorporated network. Gruesome Twisted Prayers. And then we got Revocations, Nether Heaven, yes. Kind of same thing for Revocation. It's just death metal with some jazzy kind of sounding stuff in there. I like Revocation, so listen to this Decline of Western Civilization Part 2, The Metal Years. It was alright. I mean, watching the movie was interesting. I liked it. A lot of the songs on here, I'm just kind of like, yeah, whatever. But it's a cool piece of history, basically, to have. I've never seen this before, so I may not listen to it ever again. But it's cool that I have the soundtrack to that, which I don't think I've seen a lot of other people show that, but I could be wrong. People I watch anyway, I haven't seen them do that. Creator, Hordes of Chaos, just re-released last year, a few months ago, I don't remember. It's a reissue. Yellow vinyl, I showed it in a Vinyl Finds. Creator's a great band, as evidenced by, I also listened to Phantom Antichrist, also on yellowy kind of vinyl. This got me back into Creator after I hadn't listened to anything from them since Extreme Aggression. And I saw the video for Phantom Antichrist on YouTube, and I listened to it, and I said, well, I gotta listen to the rest of that album. And so I got back into them, and found their back catalog, and stuff from the 90s that I missed. Yeah, so Creator. Love Creator. There was another one in here, I think, by Creator. But maybe not. No, whatever. I just keep going here. Look, B-52s. This is Cosmic Thing. Yeah, you know, sometimes I like some, is this considered new wave? I don't know. Kind of weird music, new wave music. I like Oingo Boingo as well. Love the Cars, the Fix. This is Keel, self-titled, with a nice hype sticker. This is alright. Don't think I've ever listened to these. I've seen this shown many times on people's channels. It's a hair band, you know. Apparently it's not super easy to find. I don't know. I don't get to all the hype with it. It's alright. It's just another hair band. EP by Havoc. This is New Eyes. 2 new songs, 2 covers. What are the covers? Commotion, which I can't remember who did that, and Eye of the Beholder. That's a Metallica cover from Injustice for All. Still waiting for a new album from those guys. This, Is It Dead? This is a compilation of Northwest bands. There's a collaboration effort between all the bands on this album: Cash, Rock Records, Rock and Roll Records, Rock and Roll Play Records, and Sub Pop Records. Hardcore, metal, thrash, and grind are alive and well in the Northwest. So I guess it's a bunch of indie kind of bands. It wasn't terrible. I'll have to revisit it at some point because I don't really remember it. Like I said, it's a lot of this thrash and grind and hardcore and metal in here, and I didn't really remember much though. This one, Living Gate, Suffer as One. I bought this. Somebody had returned it to Amazon. They were selling it, I don't know, like $10 or some shit, because, you know, basically had been used. I don't know why the person sent it back. Maybe it's not what they thought it was. This was some good death metal. I enjoyed it. I'll have to re-listen to that again. No songs stuck in my head, though. Judas Priest, Firepower. Yeah, I like a lot of Judas Priest albums. A lot of songs, though, I think are filler or just not as good. On here, the not so good ones I didn't really like. I think Sea of Red I wasn't a huge fan of, and Children of the Sun possibly, I don't remember. But I know I wasn't a fan of Sea of Red that much. But solid album nonetheless. Jungle Rot, self-titled. You listen to Jungle Rot, you basically heard all the other albums. Xenatrix. Yeah, Xenatrix. Bury the Pain. Yeah, I originally thought this was a new band, and then I was told no, they've been around since the 80s. So I had to find some of their stuff from the 80s, and yeah, they're an underrated thrash band for sure. They could be right up there with the Big Four, or Testament, Overkill, Death Angel, you know, any of those bands. I mean, I don't know why they weren't bigger. Vane, Error Zone. I believe they're now called Vane.fm for some reason. Thrashy, almost electronic, kind of like Rob Zombie-ish maybe. I don't really know what you would call this, but it was pretty good. Eminem, Kamikaze. This is Black Tusk, TCBT. Did they release another album yet? I don't remember. Like their first one after one of the members died, I think. Maybe the second one. I don't remember. Municipal Waste, Slime and Punishment. Look at that. Awesome name for an album. I think this has got the one that's got Breathe Grease. Yeah. Breathe Grease on it. Yeah, Breathe Grease. Amateur Sketch. Death Proof, Under the Waste Command. Dingy Situations. Not a band that takes themselves super seriously, but good thrash. Almost crossover thrash because songs are really short. Then we got Tomb Mold, Manner of Infinite Forms. This and Blood Incantation are two I really just need to sit down and listen to because there's so much going on and it's so dense. Vicious Blade, Relentless Force. This is off of Bandcamp. Death metal, I believe. Really good stuff. Bandcamp.com has a lot of fucking music, if you don't know about that place. This is Goat Whore, Blood for the Master. Nice, cool record. This band is just, they don't give a fuck. Yeah. think they're a little bit satanic, possibly. Maybe. Exodus, Shovel-Headed Kill Machine. Red vinyl again, oh my god. Love this first album with the Rob Dukes on it. So aggressive, so pissed off sounding. They just wanted to let everybody know, hey, we're still fucking here, I think. Just Death Amphetamine, I Am Abomination. Now Let Death Day Come, Magnum Opus, the title track, Purge the World. Just, they're pissed off. They want to sound pissed off, I don't know. Tesla Shock. Yeah, not a great album, but just, the least said about that, the better, I guess. Soulburned, The Suffocating Darkness. Awesome album. If you like Black and Death Doom, that's what that is. Black and Death Doom. Featuring former members of Asphyx. Decapitated, Blood Mantra. This is an amazing sounding album, in my opinion. Great album, too. I actually think I like it better than Anti-Cult. And everybody praised Anti-Cult. The Cult, Love. Nirvana, Love, Brother Wolf, Sister Moon, Rain. Cult's good stuff. Slave to the Sword, Ex Mortis. Only album I own by these guys, and probably the only one I will own. Stuff before this, he had the gruff vocals, but also high falsettos in certain songs. And then this one came out, and it's pure, like, verging on death metal, but it's thrash metal. And then after this, it's just, they did the same kind of thing. Like a lot of bands do, they don't try anything new, and it just sounds the same as the last album. And he made his voice even growlier, rougher. But this album, I think, is amazing. This is the album that I think gave them the commercial for fucking, was it Taco Bell in the U.S. anyway, or some like restaurant they were playing, and they got hungry and then they ordered that, and they said, "Oh, this is metal" or some shit like that. I don't remember exactly what was said, but I only saw that commercial a couple times. I got Slave to the Sword in here, which is great. Faux Hammer, which I just love the freaking whole song. The little bass you can hear in certain parts, and the way it's arranged and everything, it's just fucking great. They did a Moonlight Sonata Act 3 in metal form, which is fucking awesome. Warrior of the Night's on here. Yeah, it's just, I think this album is just fucking amazing. Amazing. We're getting there. Fast Ways, first album. Yeah, it's just just another band, I guess. A lot of people like them. This is Isolation. Harm's Way, Isolation. This was a random pickup at Newberry's. It was on sale or like half off or something, and it looked interesting. I'm like, that's a fucking weird cover. I looked them up, and they're a metal band of sorts. Just kind of weird stuff in a way. So I haven't lately. Well, I did buy that one from I didn't know in Maine. A lot of times I won't buy stuff unless I can actually hear the entire thing first, because everybody knows that grew up in the 80s. You hear a song on MTV or the radio, go buy the album, and what happens? The rest of the album sucks. It's just that one song that's good. That happened a lot, but we had to listen to it because until we got more money, we couldn't buy anything else. Aura Noir. This is Black Magic Attack. No, Black Metal Attack. Black Thrash Attack. That's it. That's what it is. Black and Thrash. If you like the Skeleton Witch type stuff, or what else? Another one. I don't remember. Screechy kind of vocals, and it sounds like thrash, but it's got the screechy vocals like black metal. Yeah. Freedom USA Hardcore. It's not a compilation, is it? No. I thought this was a bunch of other like hardcore albums that Bull Moose and Keen freaking a few years ago. Somebody had brought in. They were all used and they're fairly cheap. So I was like, oh, buy. I like some hardcore. Pretty good stuff. I mean, it's more indie, I think, because it was made by some weird Triple B Records. A couple of the other ones were the same thing, Triple B Records. So most of them were reissues, which I found weird. Hurricane. This is Badlands. Not the same Hurricane that most people know, the hair metal band. This is more rock, hard rock kind of stuff. Not really hair metal. This is only an EP. I think it's got 6 songs on it. Maybe 5. But yeah, this isn't terrible. Since I don't think they're around anymore, I could probably get away with playing this. Let's see. There it is. Put that back. Actually, no. Not even hard rock. Wow. More like southern rock. It's 33. Or like the Stray Cats. How did I forget this is what this sounds like? Wow. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it's kind of a mix, it sounds like. Weird. Yeah, anyway. Hurricane Badlands. Take care of that in a minute. That's kind of weird. Listen to so much music, I can't remember half of it unless I really know the band. Corrosion of Conformity. This is Eye for an Eye. It's got some really wear here. I have another one that had the whole like a piece of the cover ripped off a Creator album. Pleasure to Kill, I think. Same place I bought this. The jackets are pretty fucked up, but the records themselves are freaking nice. I think a lot of them had a bit of moisture damage and they like stuck together. Because this is in the same circle as like the Creator. Maybe they're stuck like that and they pulled them apart. And this happened, but it didn't happen like this to the Creator. Yeah, I like Corrosion of Conformity. I've always wanted to get like a freaking tattoo of this because that's kind of cool. Dark Angel Leaves Scars. Not a really well produced album in my opinion, but still a great album. Europe, Wings of Tomorrow. This is before their, I believe their big hit with the Final Countdown. So I don't think this is after, I think it's before. Yeah, this is 1984, so yeah. Final Countdown was what, 86? 87? Look, Hurricane. Different logo. This is the hair or glam metal band. This is Over the Edge. And I've shown it before where you can barely see. I don't know if you can see that. Let's see. I want to get out of here. There is a signature right here in some really shitty pen. And I looked it up and it looks like it's the drummer. So this is signed by the drummer, nobody else. So it must have been, I don't know if, let's see. I can see it at an angle. Oh, there we go. You see that? Right there. So yeah, the drummer. Maybe the drummer was in another band and the person that had this record knew him or something. I don't know. Amnesia. This is another hardcore punk kind of shit. Compilation of bands. Pretty good. The new Undeath, More Insane, came out sometime. Not too long ago, a few months ago, last year maybe. Really should research this shit. Undeath. Sick fucking cover there. And then last but not least, another Havoc, a Conformicide. One of 2 albums by them that I said I'd probably never buy. But I did. It's on purple vinyl. Just complete the freaking discography, I guess. Same with the first one. Fucking, I can't remember the name of that one. I said I wasn't going to buy that one because I wasn't a fan of that one either. But I bought that one as well. So, there's that. Anyway, that is it. I did listen to a bunch of cassettes and some CDs. But, yeah, whatever. I don't want to get all those cassettes out. It's a pain in the ass. It's a lot of stuff I normally listen to. So, okay. Thanks for watching. Until next time, rock on.